Hello. Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah. Now
Hi, Kali. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for asking, Kali. It's been a long time since I met you.
Yeah, I have to.
Right. So how is everything going for you?
Yeah, everything is well, and today is Shahid Divas.
Sorry?
Today is Shahid Divas.
What does that mean?
Uh, what to say? The Bhagat Singh and three Rajguru and three of them are hanged to death. Hang,
Right,
hanged.
right, right. Okay. Well, I'm not really aware of it, but yes, thank you for enlightening me. Maybe it is a huge historical event, but nobody has, let's say, I don't think it's very relevant in today's world. But anyways, maybe in northern India, it's a huge thing. Not in southern India, right? You must
Yeah.
you must know that I am from Kerala. Okay,
Okay.
so like over here, we don't really celebrate such
Yeah, here
days.
people also don't celebrate, but not people don't celebrate. Like there's
Okay.
a
Yeah, I
actually
understand. So you
Christians
said
that
that yeah, you said that they were hanged, right? They were
yeah,
hanged today. Okay, that shouldn't be celebrated. I mean, Shivaji is such a great warrior. He has done many things for our country. So, we shouldn't celebrate it. I'm sorry I said that, people celebrate it, but no, that is a wrong usage. Anyways, so, leaving all that aside, how is your job going? I mean, you are a chemistry
yeah. I
graduate,
am pursuing my masters in chemistry.
master's in chemistry. Yes, I remember a little bit about you. Yeah. Okay. Right. So we have a very interesting debate today. Okay, we'll be discussing more on that. I hope you have gone through it. Have
Yeah,
you read the document?
yeah. I have gone through it.
So today's session we are going to be discussing about a very old age debate. No? It's like, let's say, decades old, and it is about who came first. Hello.
Yeah. Hello,
Yes. Okay. Got it.
hello. Am
Yes,
I
yes, I
audible?
can. Yeah. You are. All right. So,
Actually,
what do
I
you
want.
think? Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I'm saying that I want to know about the preparation of interview. So could you please suggest a scenario related to it and have in
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so do you want to skip the topic? Should we just skip the topic for today?
yeah,
Okay, fine. So we'll
yes,
we'll focus on the interview part. Right. So, are you in your last year of your masters?
yeah, I'm in the final year of my master's.
Good. So soon after this, you'll be applying for jobs. And let me just tell you
Yes,
that most of the interviewers, all right, they are looking for two to three major aspects in a candidate. Okay, one is the language. Okay, if he or she has enough language, or if he or she has a command over the language, that is one priority. Okay, in an interview, right? They will definitely be seeking, that you speak very well in an interview. All right, so you will have to have this in mind, that your language is a very, let's say, important part in the interview process. The next thing, the next aspect that most of the interviewers look for in a candidate is the attitude. The right attitude must be displayed in an interview. Okay, whether it is an online interview or an offline interview, you just have to possess that amazing attitude. All right, a very cheerfulness. Okay, you have to be cheerful. You have to be very, let's say, you shouldn't be talkative, but at the same time you should not be silent. All right, you should be somewhere in the middle. That is, whatever questions they ask, you will have to give them a very brief answer, but don't take too long to, say it out to them. So this is my personal suggestion to you, because I've been attending a lot of interviews lately, and I think this is something that people look out for. Okay, and then obviously you are a fresher; they wouldn't want any, experience from you. They are not going to like expect anything from you as an experience in a particular field. But still, you can highlight the fact that you are a master's graduate. Okay, now
Okay.
this, there are some steps that you can follow while attending an interview. For example, most of the interviews these days are conducted online, right? So suppose it's an online interview. I'll just tell you the scenario, right? So they will share a link with you, all right? So once the interview is scheduled, you just attend. I mean, you enter the link, right? You enter the app or whatever website it is, Zoom, Google Meet, something. You enter in, and then they might be responding to you first, right? They'll greet you first. They'll say, uh, "Good morning, Kali," right? My name is this and that. We'll begin the interview shortly, right? So most online interviews will consist of two people, 2 to 3 people. Okay,
Okay.
right? So when one person is talking, the other one is listening carefully, and there could be another person who's noting down the points. What are the key elements in you? What are the errors that you made during the interview? There will be like people who will be noting it down. All right, so you have to keep all this in your mind and then attend the interview. But the most important thing in an interview that you must concentrate on is that you should be you. You have to be yourself. That is the most important
Okay.
factor, right? So if you pretend to be somebody who is just fake, okay, you will not get through. You will be rejected, and that is something that you should never ever try in an interview. Okay, so
Okay.
they'll ask for introduction first. So how will you how will you give an introduction? Let's hear it from you right now.
Like I will say, my name is Kali Prasanna. Currently, I am pursuing masters in chemistry, and
Okay.
I am from Mughalsarai, and my hobbies is to read books.
Sorry. Wait. What was the place that you refer to? I mean, which place did you mention just now?
Mughalsarai. It's in UP
Okay,
near Vana.
that is an error. That is a wrong usage, my friend. What you have to do is you just have to mention the state or the district. Okay, so suppose the interview is happening in the UP. Okay, suppose a company in the UP is planning to hire you. Then what are you gonna do? If you tell them Mughals Rai, yeah, they may understand. Okay, whichever place that is, they may understand. Okay, this person is coming from there. Suppose the interviewer lives in Delhi. Okay, they might not be knowing where your place is. So you have to say, I live in the UP. It is
Okay.
as simple as that. Just mention the
State
state's
name.
name. Yeah. If it is an international recruiter, okay, you just mention the countries. That's enough. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe you could say, my state is located in the northern part of India. Okay, that's it. Don't mention your place's name. Okay. But
Okay.
I would recommend you to just use the state's name. That's it. Don't say Mughal Sarai. No, that is not relevant. All right.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. So you've gone sideways. Have you tilted the camera? Okay. Now it's fine. Yes. So Kali, this is the first thing. Introduction should not be more than 1.5 minutes. Keep it
Okay.
short. Okay. You don't have to speak on and on about anything.
So could you please give some example of it?
Yeah. Sure. You tell them your name. First, you tell them your name. You can say, I hail from Uttar Pradesh. Okay,
Okay.
you can say that. And I've been chemistry rank holder or whatever.
Mhm.
Like you can just say, okay, no
Okay.
problem. Then don't mention it. You just say, I have completed my masters in chemistry, and I am passionately looking for opportunities in this particular field, right? And you can also mention a bit of your hobbies. Okay, you don't have to tell about your family because that is irrelevant. Okay, maybe if they ask for your family members or something of some details about your family, then you may tell them about your family. Otherwise, just do not mention about your family. You can just talk about yourself. That's it. All right. So talk about
All
yourself. say what you studied, and then you can talk about your project, or maybe like you don't talk about your project in the introductory part. You can mention it later on, but then you can mention the hobbies part. All right, and you can say I'm very much eager to join a company because of so and so reasons. All right, that's enough.
Okay.
Okay, if it is shorter than 1.5 minutes, it's totally fine, because
Okay.
introduction is just to, it is an icebreaker question. You know what an icebreaker is, right? I mean, they just want you to be relaxed during the interview. So that is why they are asking you for introduction. Then comes the technical part. Okay, they may be asking you questions related to your subject. Okay, so
Okay.
I would say, however you tackle those questions, it has to be very precise. Like it has to be accurate. All right. So whatever answers you are giving them, it has to be short and crisp. Right. So if they ask you a question, suppose what is the chemical formula of hydrochloric acid, something. Yeah. So you should not say it is H2SO4. No, no. Sulfuric acid. No. You just don't say it and stop. You say the chemical formula of this particular compound is this, that. Just brief it. Just brief it. Okay. Right.
Okay.
So the marks that you will be awarded at the interview, I mean, at the end of the interview, is based on how well you can elaborate about particular topics. All right.
All
This is
right.
something that you have to keep in mind. So soon after the technical round, like technical session, there could be 2 or 3 interviews. That is one thing that you have to note. Okay, there can be 2 to 3 interviews. Okay, company might not just pick you up in just one interview. There'll be 3 rounds of interviews. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, so you'll have to be equipped with all the, let's say, all the answers. Even before the interview, you'll have to prepare. Okay, preparation is the key to crack these interviews, right? So as I said, after the technical questions, they'll be asking you questions like, why should I hire you? Okay, what is your salary expectations? Right? These are questions that are commonly asked in an interview. Or let's
Okay.
say, I'll talk about one particular question that was shot at me. That is, what motivated you to enroll, or what motivated you to, register for this, let's say, for this interview. Like, why do you want this job? What motivated you to take up this job? Okay, why do you want this job? And that question is common. Okay, they'll ask in multiple ways. So the way you tackle this question is very important. You will have to deliver a very passionate response. You have to say stuff like, I've been wanting, or let's say, I'm very passionate about your company. I've been hearing lots about your reputed firm, which is why it is to one of my dreams to work in your prestigious institution. Likewise, you can say many things. All right. So
All right.
they should feel that, okay, this candidate has a passion, a drive to join our company. Okay. Right.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I want to know about if he wants to know what is your expectation related to salary. For that, what should I?
Salary.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good question. So that will definitely be asked for sure. 100% they're gonna ask you this question, and you will have to give them a very standardized reply. That is, you tell them, I do not know what you're offering, but I think whatever is appropriate. Since you're a fresher, you can't negotiate with the salary. Okay, right? So you can say, whatever salary that you're providing for this role, I'll be happy to take it. Or you can say, if my skills matches this profile, then I think so and so amount. Okay, you don't have to specify the amount, but you can specify the range. Let's say 20 to 25,000, 20 to 30,000 is what I'm expecting, right? But I am not really keen on the salary part, because what I am seeking from this job is to get some experience, so that so that I can excel in my career. That's enough, right?
Right.
So this is exactly the way you should speak in an interview. As I said earlier, it is all about your attitude. Be very cool. Don't be nervous. Most of us are nervous during interviews. But you know what? They're trying to test your attitude, your character. your spoken skills, spoken English skills. That's it, nothing else, right? It is easy to crack an interview. That is something that you have to understand. And sometimes what happens is that even after one or two interviews, you will know how to answer questions. Maybe in the first interview, it could be a disaster, a really big disaster can occur in an interview. That happened with me because sometimes you just get nervous, you don't know how it's going to be. Okay, and if it is not, if it is an offline interview, you should ask permission to get inside the interviewing room. That's also very important. Okay, you have to stand where the door is, right, at the door end, and then you have to ask, "Sir, may I get in?" Only if you take permission, then you come in. You have, if you're sitting, before you're sitting, you just ask them, "Can I take a seat?" Then yeah, they'll say, "Yeah, sure. Please sit down." That is only when you sit down. Okay, but most interviews are conducted online these days, so that wouldn't be a problem. So these are the points to keep in mind. Okay. Now, another important aspect, go to YouTube, search for interview questions, prepare yourself over and over and over again. Okay. The more you prepare, the better chances are for you to crack the interviews. That's it. Okay. So now I think you got an idea.
Yes, I want to know that as you said, may I get in or may I come in? Can I use any of the one, or
No, you can
may
say, "May I come in?"
come
May
in
I
is
come in,
a
sir?
okay? It's a suitable one.
Yeah, it's a suitable one. May I come in? May I come in? That's enough. Okay.
Okay, and one question: why do you want to join this institution? So for
Where
that,
where do you want to join? Which means
um,
which location do you want to join in this organization? Is that what you asked? When do you want to join? Is that the question? I don't understand the question, Kali. Tell
I
me.
I'm saying, why do you want to join this institute or any company
Yes,
XYZ? I'm
yes,
saying. So
yeah.
for that,
As I said,
what should be the answer?
as I said earlier, like you should say, "I'm very passionate to join this company because of so and so reasons." Right? It is a highly reputed company, and it would be a dream job for me if I get inside this company, and I'm 100% sure that I will give my my level best, or let's say the best of my abilities, to tackle all the tasks right in this company. And I would be very grateful if you could select me as a as an employee of this organization. I really admire this organization, and it is a dream for me to work among all these top professionals in this company. That's enough. I hope you got it right. One thing,
Yeah.
passion, right? Passion is important in an interview. They should feel like, okay, this candidate really wants this job.